Let's hear it for the NBA Most Improved Player, Cason.
The playoff battle in the West starts off, and now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Drexler out there with Lever. Then there's Duncan. Then it's Thompson. And it's Thurman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Sacramento, they've got Herbert Jones. McHale is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Sloan in at the 2. Now here's Lever. Duncan inside. He's guarded by McHale. Duncan with the bucket.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Here's Sloan. McHale right side. Pass to Shaq. Pocket 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Doesn't get a good drop for him. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's Sloan. Drexler with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Off by Drexler.
Just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
There's the pick. It's to Sloan. Now O'Neal. Covered by Duncan. 14 feet away. Shaq can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Thompson passes to Lever. Drexler right side. And Jones pulls it down. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To Sloan. Lever against McHale. Here's Boosie. There's the 3. Poked loose. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. It's to Sloan. 5 on the clock. A high post shot.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
They get a hand on it. Here's Thurman. Goes back up. Lever kicks to Drexler. Pulls it up. Drexler with another miss.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
Left side, O'Neal. Here's Boosie. Lever pulls it in.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
Over Jones, and Jones sends it back. They need this one. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson with it, and it's McHale picking him up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Now Jones. Pass to Boosie. Outside, Jones. O'Neal a screen on Drexler. Jones for 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. And here's Drexler. Got it. Good job in the late post.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
The Kings trail by 3. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
for Sacramento.
Substituting on the court.
And so here's Sacramento. Right wing. To end the cold streak, and it's good on the way in.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Porter looking it over. To Zubac. Levine takes the Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Willis, and it's Willis finishing it off.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Fox passes to Harrison. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Willis. From 12 feet out. Rebound by the Kings. And here is Fox. He has yet to score. Out to Wallace. Lets it go from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Suns leading by 3. Pass to Porter. Here's Levine. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. 1:46 left to play here in the first. And they recover it. Pass to Harrison. To the inside. Wallace, good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Porter passes to Zubac. Levine against Wallace. Outside, Dukes. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. Levine for 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Kings trailing. Here's Harrison. It's deflected. Outside, Porter. Lobs it up for Zubac. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Wallace with a screen on Porter. Wallace outside. Outside Collins. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Now here's Porter. Still without a basket. Pass to Levine. Willis with a screen on Wallace. Levine banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 2.
Without a doubt, one of the game's most graceful athletes. Levine just seems to glide down the lane.
Now here's Wallace. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix ahead, leading by just 2. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for them. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing and not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
We've got Kevin McHale, also O'Neal out there, and it's Fox in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. A miss that time would have put him up. The Suns leading. Pass to Lever, and here's Duncan. To the paint, and stolen by McHale. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Fox. O'Neal at the elbow. Here's Boosie. Pass to Harrison, and stolen by Thompson. Thurman passes to Levine. A steal. Here's Boosie. Hasn't made one yet. A floater. Count that one. Boosie's got it all tied up now for the team. Pass to Thurman. Here's Duncan. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Outside Lever. Now here's Levine. Guarded by Fox. Now here's Levine. Out to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Bobbed up there for O'Neal. Outside Lever. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Duncan. The shot, no good. McHale with some nice D. Harrison, the pass to Fox. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Clyde Drexler's checked in for Phoenix. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes.
Let's hear it for the NBA Most Improved Player, Cason Wallace.
After a long journey through, here are the 5 for the Suns. got Thompson, and it's Thurman in at the 5, down low. And for Sacramento, we've got Herb Jones, and it's Sloan in at the 2. And it's the Suns to start out. Lever passes to Drexler. Left block shot on the way, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to McHale. There's a screen. Outside O'Neal. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
Here's Drexler. To the middle. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Duncan, the pass to Lieber. Clock at 6. Here's Thurman. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Shot blocked. And they recover it. Pass to Sloan. Now Jones. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. O'Neal misses.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses.
Drexler passes to Lieber. Here's Drexler. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Thurman. Pass to Lieber. And here is Thompson. Shot clock at 6.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. The Kings have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Jones, the pass to Sloan. Back to Jones. O'Neal on the wing. Fader on the way. And he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Sloan, the pass to McHale. Over to the left wing. Here's O'Neal, 6 to shoot. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Lieber passes to Thurman. Thompson with it. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. Duncan buries it from 3.
Well, as we see more of Thompson, I think he's going to get better looking for his teammates.
Boosie passes to Sloan. Now here's Jones, defended by Thompson. O'Neal inside. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for your Kings, Sebio O'Neal. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Lever. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Duncan. And he makes it on the layup.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Boosie. To the wing, right side. Pass to Drexler. Inside. Deflects the pass. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Thurman's gotten his second bucket on the night.
How about the working everyone getting rewarded for it?
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys. It's a completely new group for the Kings.
For 916 Crown Dance Team, get loud once again.
Kings trail by 7. Daniels outside with the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, PA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Pierce. And here's the fast break. Three-pointer, Fox. Pass to Arizon. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. He was right in his jersey.
Here's Collins. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
The floor general of this team. Fox with a nice setup there.
Pass to Willis. Here's Pierce. Here's Zubac. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Arizon. Here's Daniels. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's Pierce. Still no points. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Sacramento. Fox outside. Pass to Collins. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Levine against Fox. Here's Pierce. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Good D by Wallace to the inside. Here's Daniels. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. Pierce, the pass to Levine. Pass to Pierce. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sacramento on top, leading by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Time for us to get back into it here in game 1. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside. Then you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And so in the game for Phoenix, they've got Thompson. And it's Thurman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substituting on the court.
Now Collins. Here's Boosie. 5 to shoot. Pass to Sloan. There's the 3. Rebound by Lever. The Suns leading. And we played to the first minute here in the second. From 9 feet out, Porter gets the bucket. Sacramento shooting 40% so far in this one. Here's Sloan. He's scoreless. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. The Kings making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Duncan. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Sloan.
The officials were right on top of that one.
second personal foul.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night.
At the line for your Kings, Jerry Sloan, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Drexler. Here's Thurman. 6 points for him. Over to the wing. Jones against Thompson. Oh, from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Now here's Jones. Sacramento passing it around. Pass to Sloan. Here's McHale. Got a piece of it. Here's Drexler. Hasn't got one to fall yet. Boosie passes to Jones. Pass to Boosie. Over Thompson. The shot by Boosie, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Phoenix no good that time either. The Kings leading. And here's Jones. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Misses the layup. The Suns have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Lieber. They get back on track. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Sloan. Back to O'Neal. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Drexler. No points so far. Rebound by Sacramento.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Sloan, the pass to Boosie. O'Neal on the wing. Drexler grabs the board.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Pass to Duncan. Down low. It's deflected. Here's Boosie. Shot on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. Suns trail by 3. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, it's hard to stop the lanky Thompson from that place.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
On their way to the floor, it's your Sacramento Kings Warriors.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Sacramento Kings breakers.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Thompson. Well, the Kings shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Here's Fox. And the 10-footer finds the target.
Well, Fox is selective with his mid-range shots, but if he likes the look, he's going to take it.
Porter looks it over. Here's Willis. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Kings lead by 3. To the inside. Fox. Always attacking Fox.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Right side Levine. Outside Porter. Thompson with a screen. That's good on the jumper. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Sacramento shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. There's a minute 17 left in the second quarter. Here's Pierce. Still without a bucket. It's tipped. Here we go. Sacramento on the fast break. Here's Fox. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Levine. The D's right on him. Inside. Stolen by Daniels. Here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Levine. Levine with a steal. 34 seconds left in the second period. Here's Pierce. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Hauled in by the Kings. Daniels has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Fox, the pass to Collins. Wallace outside. From downtown. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Kings on top. They lead by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Sacramento Kings.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. taking a look at the situation for the Sacramento Kings. Guys, how important is the first game of the series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Sacramento leading by 7. We've got Herb Jones. And it's Boosie in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Sloan, the pass to O'Neal. Here's McHale. And the layup falls.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Duncan. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Thompson outside. Pass to Duncan. Back to Thompson. 4-3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Sloan. Here's Boosie. No points yet. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
At the line for 1, Sebio O'Neal.
One shot.
Suns trail by 10. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Drexler. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Sloan, the pass to O'Neal. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Drexler. Here's Duncan. He's got 7. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Basket counts. Duncan's gotten 4 this quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum. Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Pass to Drexler. Back to Thompson. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Oh, deflected. Here's Drexler. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to McHale. Tipped. Here's Lever. No made baskets yet. Kessler, that's good. And now just a three-point Sacramento lead.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Arizin, defended by Thompson. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
Here's Lieber. Still without a bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. And that one comes up a bit short. Sacramento leading by 5. To the paint. Pass to Sloan. Here's Boosie. Here's Arizin. Puts it up from the high post. Good. He hits the jumper. Arizin's got 6.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Completely new group for the Suns. Now here's Porter. Pass to Levine. Outside for Porter. Over Fox. And it's Porter. That time on the assist by Levine. Porter's got 6 points.
Well, Levine is out there to finish plays, but if a guy is open, he'll make the extra pass.
Fox for 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Daniels misses. Suns trail by 5. Levine stealing it out a bit. Pass to Pierce. Outside for Porter. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Fox for 3. Ooh, the triple falls for De'Aaron Fox.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And here's Porter. 9 points in the game. Outside Levine. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Fox outside to the middle. Here's Daniels. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
And that one misses. Suns trail by 4. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third quarter here. Inside. Here's Willis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniel. A minute 35 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 2.
Solid defense by Fox. Good seeing him making an impact on this end.
The 3. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. .116 left in the third.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Levine passes to Zubac. Deflected! Fox feeling it out a bit. Daniels will screen on Porter to the paint. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 10 points.
I love how quickly Fox makes decisions. He's especially clever and decisive in these pick and rolls.
Pierce, the pass to Levine. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Wallace. Sacramento leading by 6. Fox right side. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Pierce. With 4 on the clock, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Willis. And so it's Sacramento up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to pharmacist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Hello, everyone. thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Zach LaVine, and it's Drexler in at the 3, small forward. Excellent D there from O'Neal.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Fox with the ball. To the inside. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. Jones, he's checked in for Sacramento. Suns trail by 8. Here's Lever. Pass to Duncan. It's blocked. Fox outside. Jones, the pass to McHale. O'Neal inside. Blocked. Here's Drexler. Rebound by Sacramento. McHale's got 5 rebounds in the game. Fox outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And a missed layup. Pierce, the pass to Lever. Spin. Here's Pierce. Here's Harrison. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Duncan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Porter. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Kings lead by 6. And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Drexler. Takes a 13-footer, and he drops that one in. And now just a 4-point Sacramento lead.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Pass to Boosie. Now O'Neal. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Down low. Here's Thurman, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And here's Thompson for 3. They get it back. Got a hand on it. Here's Boosie. to O'Neal. Stolen by Thompson. To the middle. Here's Thurman. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Sloan. Stolen. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
And the free throw, no good. The Kings have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to McHale. Clock at 6. Here's Boosie. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Here's Lever. Thompson passes to Lever. Here's Duncan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 2.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And here are the Suns. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First person foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Suns, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Daniels checked in for O'Neal. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Phoenix. And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
And make some noise for your number 6 crew.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. The Kings trailing. Stripped it away. Here's Drexler. Outside Porter. Jacks up up a three. Shot's no good. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Here's McHale. Oh, it misses. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
He lets it go. Down goes the jumper.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Boosie. Daniels fires. The defensive pressure was right there.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Corner outside. Just 5 to shoot. Going inside. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Here's Daniels. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Suns on offense. They've outscored them 16-2, not slowing down. Blocked!
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Oh, no good on the layup. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
They double him with Daniels. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. 14. Shooting 14. Tim Duncan. For 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Nate Thurman, first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for two, Mel Daniels.
Shooting two.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for the Suns, Tim Duncan, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Let's loose for 3. Oh, he cannot hit. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.
Round one in the Western Conference begins.
The playoff battle in the West starts. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So with Cousins on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You've got Bird. Jordan is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Parrish, and it's Nowitzki in a power forward. Ball outside. Here's Gilmore. Count that bucket.
Playing with such brute force on the inside. Gilmore with the size and some pretty good moves, too.
Young dishes to Bird. Pass to Jordan. Now here's Perry. Shot clock at 6. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the Thunder with possession. Wade at the elbow. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gilmore passes to Ibaka. Ball against Young. Fires from 14. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, on the glass, Ibaka can be so effective. Nice job saving the play that time.
Outside, Jordan. Here's Bird. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact. Also knows he has the green light.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update, Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Beautiful thing to watch there. Parrish with great anticipation and timing to get to that shot and deny it.
And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Jordan against Wade. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Clippers substitution. Number 44. Kyle Westfall.
Here's Paul. Bobs it up for Ibaka. And stolen by Nowitzki. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Westfall. Pass to Parrish. And here's Bird from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Parrish.
3 points.
And it's all knotted up.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Ball passes to Gilmore. Yep, it counts. Gilmore's got 6.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Young pass to Westfall. Now Bird, covered by Worthy. It's good. Bird's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Young with the steal. Pass to Westfall. The 3. And again, hits the Clippers from deep.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding it.
Ball with the ball. Still yet to score. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Parrish. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Down low, here's Nowitzki, and Nowitzki with the stuff.
Got to try to keep pace with Nowitzki now. Once he sets that pick, he's looking to get the ball back with the hard cut.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Going with the whole new group out there. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Parrish. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Nowitzki. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Larry Bird. And Parker subbed in for Young. Isaac kicks to Murray. Shot to stop the run. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, I tell you what, that's a sight for sore eyes to see Murray connecting from distance, because when he's doing that, it really opens things up for him, because we know he can get to the basket.
Over in the corner, Jaquez. Now here's Murray. Back to Jaquez. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now Green. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle and stolen by Cousins.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Here's Westphal. Headed by Green. Great tee that time from Green. For 3, Murray. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Murray's got a couple of threes now in the first for Oklahoma City. Cousins with a screen for Parker. Inside. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hand up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of down here with authority.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast baskets, pushing it in transition.
The free throw drops for Jaquez. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Parker passes to Aldridge. Cousins with a screen for Hayward to end the run. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
When Cousins plays with that kind of force, it really puts the defense in a pickle and typically leads to him being fouled.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops.
And, you know, when Cousins is healthy now, this guy is a quality player. He's a big man that has a lot of versatility.
free throws good from Cousins.
Hey, every team would welcome a big physical player like DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, he knows exactly how to throw his body around to have an impact on the game